Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome back to Dee and Dory Sewing Fun with Dee and Dory. And we hope you had a wonderful week and that you did a little bit of sewing, did something in that area to help have relaxation, a little fun, a challenge. I don't know, whatever it may be.
I'll tell you what happened to me. But
Yes.
my dear nephew is anxious to get the drawing done for our next one.
Oh,
This one that we have this time is mixed patterns. But
yes,
the one that we're drawing for.
Here, Mama. Here, hand Mama the box. You're listening to Aunt Dory? Nobody can see you. You need to get over. There you go. Now say hi to everybody. There you go. What do you say?
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, hey. All right. You were shaking that box up good. I'm sorry. Did you want to shake it again?
Yeah.
Okay, you shake it.
There
you
you go.
should have seen the look he gave me. All right.
Okay, let's take the top off and you pick out something that's in there. Pick out one of the
I'll take one.
suggestions. Ooh.
I guess we don't have you in the camera very well today, Nate. I'm sorry. What do you think it says? Come over here. Come on.
What's it say?
Oh, I like how this was written. It's wool-ish. So it doesn't have to be wool, but something that's...
Oh, but this is good for this time of the year.
It is, yeah. So wool-ish. So, yeah, perfect. So something that is a heavier texture, kind of a texture like that can be acrylic. Can it be something that I made like many, 20, 30 years ago?
No. You have to make it before we film.
I do want to show you someday. I have an outfit that I made. It's over 30 years old. And
wow, how can that be? You're not even 30 years old.
Yeah, I'm not even
In our
here.
dreams.
Yeah, that's odd because Nathan's the same age I am then, aren't you?
How does that work?
He's like, yeah, right. Okay.
Hey, we have a saying
Oh, yes, our inspirational saying.
by Robert A. Ward.
There you go, bud.
He said, I wish you humor and a twinkle in the eye. I wish you sunshine on your path and storms to season your journey.
And storms to season your journey.
Yeah, well, I had a storm, but it did season my journey.
It does, and that's what storm. I like the very beginning of all of that.
She's not so sure she wants the storms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but you know, the storms improve us. They make us who we are. They mold us one way or the other.
This was by a saying by Robert Ward, who was an American composer. He was born in 1917. He died in 2013. He did win the Pulitzer Prize for Music in 1962 for an opera that he did compose. So,
There you go.
yeah. So I'm wondering if he had some journeys that had some storms in his life.
Oh, I'm sure.
But you know,
Everybody does. Oh, there's a picture of him. There's a picture of him with the guy. See him?
okay.
All right. Well, that's enough of that, I guess.
So
Oh, and that's from Wikipedia. Wikipedia. The site that's known for its accuracy. And that's all I'll say. All right, I'll be quiet. You want to talk?
well, tell us what you made. So our challenge was to use two fabric. How do I say this?
Well, what did it say? 2 different fabrics, 2 different colors?
Yeah, 2 different fabrics that were patterned.
Oh, okay. And this is patterned. I will show you. See, can you see the little
dots.
there's Nathan. There's little red dots in there. Yep. So, and of course this is more obvious. Nathan. So what I made was Simplicity 1316.
Oh, fun.
And yeah, and I thought, well, you know, it'll be warm in a few months.
So funny.
Well, and plus
Because
I could wear a long sleeve. I could wear a long sleeve, like a cuddle dud underneath it if I wanted to.
I think it looked better with a topper than something underneath.
You think so? I know you don't like stuff like that. I do, and she doesn't. So sit up. She says, I don't know what you say, but you just don't like it. And I like them. I'm like, I wear them all the time. Excuse my nose. I got a little tickle there. So anyway, this was not classified. Does not say it's easy. Usually I avoid the American Sewing Guild when they have them on there because I found them to be difficult.
Oh.
That's my history with those.
Oh, but was this one?
This was not difficult, but you did have to have, I think, a little more sewing skills with it.
Really? Because it looks like a top that shouldn't be difficult.
Well, you know what was difficult, what I find difficult is turning under on these little kimono sleeves here. Turning under the hem because there's no facing. You know, you turn it under 1/4 of an inch, and because it's kind of on the bias, it wants to it wants to make little wrinkles in it. And of course you press them out. But anyway, it wasn't hard, but I don't think a beginner could, I don't know, depending on how good you are as a beginner, how much of a little challenge. And then you had the V in the back you needed to do, you know, the button and the hoop in the back, which I put, you'll see in the reveal, I put a great big old button back there. But instead of doing the stitching, they want you to put the thread and stitch it all up to make the hoop to go around the button. I just did a little piece of elastic, folded it over and stitched it on there. Yeah, to do it that way. Of course, I did not put the cuffs on there. I made View A with the V-neck. It has a couple of different styles in there. You have a square neckline. You have just the jewel neckline. You can have it with or without the Peter Pan collar here. So there's lots of views on this that you can use it. It sews up very flattering. It is very figure flattering, I think, and very slim looking. I was concerned that it wasn't going to fit me, and it fits Annie perfectly, but I think I need to remeasure myself and adjust Annie. So, because that's what I was using, and it's just a tad bit big on me. So, but I could eat more food. That would be, that could be something too. That might be something. But anyway, I did like it, and I think it's going to be a great summer top.
Yeah.
I do. I think it'll be a great summer top. I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. Oh, nuts! You're not very pleased with it? You don't like it? Anyway, this is all from my stash. Yeah. That's all I stash. I'm sure it's that I got from Mom.
It's cute. The flowers are actually shaped in little hearts.
Yeah, they are. Different shapes. Yeah. And if you look in the fabric, can you want to hang on to that? I'll show you. You look in the fabric. I don't know if you can see it. Oops, sorry. You see there's little white dots.
Oh, yeah.
In there. So it goes, you have the gold dots.
Oh, I see.
In there.
It's the match the dot.
And then you have dots there. Yeah, it's not a dot to dot top. What?
Let's watch the reveal.
Okay. There you go.
Hi.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, nice summer top.
Thank you.
It's so funny because we're both kind of on the same page because I made my mixed pattern into, it's more of a summer spring.
Yeah, it is.
And, you know, it's funny because I have this.
Unless you wear like a cuddle bed underneath.
Yeah, I would never wear it. And so I have this thing. I have all my clothes. Yeah. I don't take my winter clothes out and put my. I have a huge closet.
She does.
So I just have them all out. That way, if it's warm, I can grab a summer one if I want. So, but the thing is, in the winter, I look at it and all I see is my summer clothes. And in the summer, I look at it and all I see is my winter clothes. So when I made this, I thought, ooh, I hope that's not going into my sewing. I should be sewing something for winter, and I'm sewing something for summer. Anyway.
That's okay, but no, you're not going to Florida soon, are you?
No, but maybe I should.
Yeah.
I think this calls for a vacation in Florida.
To someplace nice and warm.
Yeah, I might just have to make a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
So,
I wanted to talk about my room a minute. If you notice, we're in a different area. I moved my sewing area. Doris had suggested that I might move it into, this house has kind of an, I don't know what you call it, an extra room.
Well, it was an old school house.
Yeah, at one time. And so, you could make this a library, a sitting room.
Yeah.
It actually has become kind of an office room for me. I have my desk here with, I'm a paper person, all my paper. What, sweetie?
Oh, well.
Oh, you want some pop to drink? That'll be later, okay? When we're done, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you be patient. And so, this was all set up into an area of my living room because when it's just better to sew with the family around and all of that. And so I wanted to move it out of the living room, out of the corner. And Dory says, why don't you just stick it in this room? And I'm like, okay. So that's what I did. And it's a little bit challenging getting used to the workspace, but I like it because my sewing machine is now set up in front of the windows that look out over the fields, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then I have the lights coming in through the windows. And then my sewing table's back here, which I don't take down. This stays up all the time.
Yeah.
My workspace.
And she has it so she can move it out.
I move it out so I can get it around it and put on my cutting board for my extra wide fabric. So that's why, we're kind of sitting in front of it and it's a little higher because we put it up higher. So I didn't have to lean over. But we're in a different area now, in a different space. So,
right.
yeah. So just in case you noticed, we were in a different spot. So, Doris, go ahead, Dory.
Okay. So I made Simplicity 8640. I thought it would be fun because it's kind of a funky looking little dress. I made View A, but I made it with sleeves because it is winter. So my pattern looks pretty bad because as I said when we were talking about our staying, I've had a little storm in my journey.
Yes, she did.
A pipe broke, a water pipe broke in my sewing room, which is in my basement.
Yes, right.
So this got a little wet. A lot of things. I had this drawer thing that was stacked, and it was plastic, but it was full of stuff, and every drawer got filled with water, totally filled with water. It was crazy. And so there were some things that I had to throw out. There was quite a few things I washed and dried so that I could still use them. So fortunately, my basement has a little step up around all the perimeter.
The perimeter of the main room.
Yeah.
Even leading into the other couple rooms.
And
there.
I had most of my fabric on
The ledges.
the ledges. So the water never got that high.
On shelving, yeah.
Yeah, so I did lose a little bit of fabric and a lot of tissue paper and 8 new patterns that I hadn't put away yet. And I haven't tested my serger yet, but it was sitting in water.
Yeah, that's not good.
So we'll see what happens with that. But, so anyway, it was a challenge. It was to even get this made in time because then I had to clean up all that mess and... But anyway, I made it and I like it. And this is stash fabric, and you can see there's two.
I love
two
the
fabrics.
colors.
And I'm thinking this is probably from my mom's stash that after she passed away, we split up her stash. I'm thinking that's what this fabric was from.
Now, you know what? I would never have chosen this pattern.
Yeah.
But seeing it made, I love it. I love it made up. But now, when you look at this pattern, when I look at it, I don't see the detail in it. You don't see the detail of the V, the point here.
Mm-hmm.
That's in it. Now, do all of the pieces have that? Does the front on all of them have that? Do you know?
Yes, they do. You mean all the views?
Yeah, all
yes,
the views.
All the views do. But because they made it in a solid color, see, I chose 2 colors.
Mm-hmm. You did.
2 fabrics.
Okay.
So they all have that V, but you can't tell it. Now, some of the other views don't have the unevenness of the skirt. So there's like this little curve, this little curved thing here. You don't see it in B or C. That's why I made A, because I wanted the
yeah, you like the
little funkiness to it.
Yeah.
A little boho to it.
On B has kind of like a band around it.
Yeah.
Well, on the front, but it's not in the back. It doesn't show it in the back. Kind of odd. I think I might get this pattern. I like it. It's really cute.
It's comfortable,
but
out.
I would have to, making it, and all, see, it's the fabric you chose for it that made that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I had, before I started making it, I had looked it up on Pattern Review. And they had said that they found the pockets too low, so that they raised the pockets. So for me, I thought, well, I'm just gonna, the marking that they had to start the pocket, actually the marking they had was to, I can't think of what I want to say. But anyhow, I did move it 1 inch up to match the markings.
Oh, okay.
And made it so. So it's 1 inch higher than it would have been. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And I can't explain how I did it, but I did it.
You did do
And
it.
it wasn't hard because I still ended up using their markings. Oh, I know what I did. So the markings, that was for the beginning of the pocket. The beginning of the pocket was down here.
Oh.
So I used that marking as the line for the top stitching.
Top stitching.
So that gave me that extra amount.
Yeah, nice.
And just enough for me, it's perfect.
Yeah, and I love the little buttons you chose for it.
Yeah.
It goes well with the fabric.
My little buttons.
Yeah.
Those I got on clearance too. I got those on clearance at Hobby Lobby.
They are so cute.
Thank you. Yeah. And the necklace is from the Beloved Jewelry Company that sent me that mystery box. And it goes good with it, I think.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. So it was easy to follow instructions. Someone had wrote and said it was a long tunic, but to me it's a dress. I suppose they said that because of this view here. It looks like a tunic. But
Is that what they call it on the pattern in the back?
dress or tunic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just made it as a dress. I knew it would be too long for a tunic for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you have it. That's it. Would you like to see the review?
Yeah, hi.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
There you
Yeah,
have it.
I know. It's cute.
Yeah.
It is really nice. I
Thank
love
you.
the colors, the choices of what you put together.
Thank you.
I wish I was more adept at doing that. I just have a hard time doing that.
The other thing I did is because I had two different fabrics. I made two
Scrunchies.
scrunchies.
Yeah, it looks cute.
So I just put them together. I thought,
Yeah, that works.
two scrunchies. Two are better than one. Yeah,
All
so I
right.
think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Well,
Well,
you're cleaning, your basement's all cleaned up. And,
Yes.
and the bright side.
Oh, yeah, the bright side is I rearranged it.
That's what I was saying. You can
Yeah,
reorganize
I
it.
reorganized it. I figured out a better way. And because I had pieces, I had carpet pieces. It's a concrete floor. So I had put, carpets down there.
Throw carpets.
I
area
had to
carpets.
throw those all out because
Yeah,
they
they
were soaked. They're done. There's no way. So the nice thing is because I have a cutting table, which I have to show you guys sometime. I got a cutting table at a garage sale. This lady.
Oh, was it at a yard sale?
It was at a yard sale,
Oh.
and she had $25 on it. She said, "I'll come down if you want me to," and I'm like, "Are you kidding? No, I'm gonna."
Oh, it's one of those really nice
It's a really
ones
nice
that
one.
folds down
Folds-
into like next to nothing
Yeah.
and you pull.
Yeah, and it's
Without-
on casters. So now I have it so that I can open it up and I can just move it all over because there's no carpets in the way.
Yeah,
So I'm not putting carpet back down there.
Yeah.
I like it that way.
You do need to wear some nice shoes down there though to keep your feet warm,
Yes,
so you don't
I have
stumble.
my sewing boots, which you'll see in one of my videos.
Hey.
Hey, you want to see? Anyway, thanks so much for. Oh no, wait.
We need to do.
I need to just remind you that I wish you humor and a twinkle in the eye.
That's true.
I wish you sunshine on your path and storms to season your journey so you can learn some things.
Yeah, so things don't go perfect all the time. Which if you sow, you know that you get your own storms
Yeah,
with
so-
sowing.
yeah,
so you
sometimes
get your
you
own
do, don't
challenge.
you?
Oh, you do. Sometimes it seems like almost every single thing has a little something.
You do something.
Sometimes it's a great big something.
But
But
there's a
anyway.
little something goes bigger and bigger.
Yeah, so anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful week, and thank you for joining us.
Yes.
We so much enjoyed having you be with us. We love all of your comments. And what do?
Hit subscribe.
Like, forward,
Give us a thumbs up. Yes.
comment,
Yeah.
tell us what you think.
And watch us next week.
Have a good week.
Bye-bye.
Happy sewing. Bye.